What's everyone saying? It's your boy Someone Is Force back again. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you 5 tips that you can use when you're traveling with the Megabus. Now, everyone must have heard of the Megabus. You know, it's the cheap intercity coach service all over the UK. They've got services in the US as well, East and West Coast. In today's video, we're going to be specifically looking at the UK Megabus. Of course, the US version might have similarities, some differences, but the UK version is the one we're specifically going to be looking at today. So let's go. Tip number 1, the thing to make sure you always look at, especially when booking your ticket, make sure you look at where your bus is going to stop. Because some places have multiple stops, some are in the city centre, some are on the outskirts, just outside the motorway. Of course, Megabus is a very cheap service, and there has to be some sort of way to kind of cut the costs for them running the services, so you all get those cheap, lovely tickets. So for example, you know, you've got Leicester, you know, you've got one stop in the city centre, you know, your regular, but most services will be stopping out next to the motorway. In this example, we've got Foss Park. You know, it's about, I don't even know how long it is by bus, you can see here. But still, you know, you never know, you might be there at midnight or wherever, and you don't have any alternative transport to get you into town or to your final destination. It's always good to check where the stops are. You know, if you don't fancy it, then that's fine. There are other companies or other services out there. But the one thing is, just make sure you know where your bus is gonna stop, so you have no surprises when you end up getting dropped off, I don't know, 20 minutes down the road or something like that. Tip number 2, it's always important when booking Megabus to realize that in some longer journeys, the journey times will be longer in comparison to a competitor, say like National Express or something like that. This is because in most cases, Megabuses do not make those scheduled pit stops maybe 10-20 minutes at a service station. Normally these are just stopping at their scheduled bus stops, bam, 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 and straight to their destination. That's a good thing, because of course you might want to get somewhere a bit earlier, but that's always something that you have to take into consideration. You know, bring some snacks, bring a drink, something like that. Bring maybe like a small pillow or blanket, because those stops will not be happening. Tip number 3 is to make use of any further discounts you can get while booking a Megabus ticket. For example, there are 3 that come straight to the top of my mind. And number 1 is if you have a lovely totem card by NUS. I'm covering my number because you get 10% off your fare when you use a Totem NUS card, or also if you've got a Young Scot card. Well, it's only for travel within Scotland. But if you're not a student or you just don't have those cards, you can also get money off your ticket by using a club card. As of July 2020, Club Card does give you the choice of redeeming your points for extra money off your Megabus fare. You know, you just have to check online just to make sure that these codes are actually available, and that means you can save extra money. Tip number 4 is to make use of the seat reservation system when booking a ticket. Of course, you might arrive late to a bus stop or to a coach station, and then those beautiful seats at the front of the coach are gone, the ones that you wanted. But if you go online on the Megabus, on most coaches, you'll be able to get a pick of the seats. Normally it's the ones in most demand, which would normally be the front few rows. Reservations for these seats range from £1 to £3 depending on where exactly you sit. And even if you do arrive 1 minute before the coach leaves, you've got that seat to yourself. From time to time, you also do get to see, especially on a double-decker coach, the seats below, which have a table around. Those ones are normally up for reservation as well. And finally, tip number 5 is to always book in advance as far as you can in order to get those cheap fares. Of course, Megabus is known for their £1 fares. Sometimes it's hard to find them nowadays, but if you look far enough, if you look well enough, you can find them. If you do not, you know, there'll always be the £2, £3, £4, less than £10 tickets. Either way, Megabus is great value, and whatever ticket you find will be such a good price. So hopefully I've given you some good tips. I don't know if they're good or not. I don't know what you think. Do you have any extra tips for traveling with a Megabus? Drop a comment below and, you know, we can see what you guys are saying. But if you did like this video, make sure you drop us a like. Click that subscribe button because there'll be more videos coming out soon, and press that notification bell because why not? It's been your boy Someone Explores, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you in a bit.